Ladies and gentlemen, this is the MJ show, and I have never gone from complete despair to absolute elation in a span of 5 minutes. Like, oh, wait a minute, wait. I gotta do this. I gotta keep the phone away, and I want to dance right now because Rahul, video sales halela. Fuck yes! Woohoo! इतका बरं वाटतंय right now. I can't begin to tell you how heartbroken I was when I thought that the video with Rahul Deshpande did not get saved, and to find that it was saved was just the most incredible feeling in the world. So apologies for the bad word. I don't really abuse in my videos, but the episode with Rahul Deshpande was saved, was unparalleled, and now that joy is compounded because I have one of the greatest singers of our country joining me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Anand Bhate on the MJ show.
Hello Mihir, how are you? Kasa hai?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, and very nice to hear that Rahul's video got saved.
मी सांगतोय, देवा शपथ म्हणतो, मी रडायला आलेलो यार. मी आता 2 मिनिटं फोन बोल, I did not start the interview because my wife called me मला सांगायला की I know you are very emotional right now, but don't worry, we'll get over it. You can tell me later on about the fact that that video did not get saved, but right now get back, start your interview with Anand Bhate. And I said, see, I am a professional, so yes, I would have come back and I would have started this interview, but I would have done it with the heaviest of hearts because
that's right.
For me, every conversation I have is very important. But then there are
even I felt so bad to hear. But now you have a second good reason to be emotional again.
I know. See, I'm a naturally emotional guy, and I get goosebumps when I hear a good song. If I see a video that is an emotional video, I start crying. So for me, my work is the thing that I love more than anything else. Whether it's me when I'm sitting on stage doing my music or when I'm doing this as a talk show host, every episode I do means a lot to me. I don't randomly get people on as guests. And you know how special you are to me. We met for the first time, 9 years ago when this album came out in my radio show. And I told you that for the first time ever, I went to a radio show wearing a kurta because I was wanting to impress you. And we became friends. I know, I remember you came wearing a regular shirt, being a very IT guy because you were working in the IT sector back then. And it was the most incredible first meeting that I ever had. And we've been friends ever since. So, for me, when I knew that you are the 100th guest of my lockdown season, as I call it. Since my lockdown season began, I wanted my 99th and 100th guests to be people whom I deeply admire and I respect, and I love you and respect you tremendously, and same thing with Rahul. So when that conversation with Rahul wasn't getting saved, where I felt that I lost it, and I have lost one episode in these 100 people that I've had, which was with Priya Sarveya. So मला वाटलं ते परत झालं. I was like, oh shit, man, this cannot be happening. But to know that it got saved,
that's nice. That's nice to know. Nice to know indeed.
So sorry, now that my eruption of emotions is over, let's get back to our conversation. So welcome to the MJ show once again. For everybody who's wondering why I say once again is, last season when I was shooting at the Facebook office, I had Anand Bhate and Aditya Oak. They came, we did like a long 1-hour session. भरपूर गप्पा मारल्या. तर हा video जेव्हा YouTube वर जाईल, when this video goes up on the MJ show YouTube channel, I'll give you a link to that Facebook video. Go and check it out. Anand and Aditya were both there together. Aditya was playing the harmonium. Anand sang some unbelievable songs. So ती गाणी जाऊन नक्की ऐका. But आज आपण वेगळ्या गोष्टी बोलू. And like I said with Rahul, I think we'll keep the conversation in Hindi English so that a larger audience will be able to understand and appreciate the incredible journey that Anand has also had in his life. So Anand, as I was saying, the first time we met was years ago when Balgandharva came out. And we spoke even then about your, as I call it, the origin story. But right now, for the new people who've joined us, and because it's so fascinating, and I'm sure every time you talk about it, there must be new facets to that early time that you had when you were just 10 years old and you performed on, what was it, Doordarshan var kela na performance seva?
Yeah.
So, from that time to learning under Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, kya period baddal, let's talk a little bit about that period first. How was it? How did your origin start? I mean, how did you start learning singing to a point where before learning from somebody as learned as Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, you were able to get that title of Gandharva added to your name? Because that was a title that was given to you by your fans, by the listeners, by the public at large. So how did you go to becoming Anand Gandharva at the age of 10? Let's find that out first.
In our home, there was a then atmosphere or legacy of music, I would say, because my great grandfather called Bhate Boa, he was a singer, classical singer, and a stage actor. He had his own company in which he also did musical plays, and he was contemporary to Balgandharva. And that's why Balgandharva's music was like a revered thing, respected. Balgandharva was respected as good as the god in our home. And then I was around 3 years old. So I don't remember it, by the way. I'm told that I used to play a tune on Bulbul Taranga or harmonium by listening to it.
Oh wow!
So yeah, so that's I guess that's how it started. So one thing I remember is in my KG. I had played a couple of film songs on Bulbul Taranga in our annual gathering. So that one memory I have of playing Bulbul Tarang. And then I'm told that my father, being a great fan of Balagandharva, he once said to me that he will, by the way, he could sing well, although he wasn't a performer as such. So he said to me, I'll play you one of Balgandharva's songs and see if you can play it on the harmonium. So apparently I was able to do it at the age of 3 or 4 years. So that's how my parents knew that I had an ear for music, and I could replicate some of the tunes by listening to it.
Wow.
Then they also asked whether I could sing. Then they also knew that I could sing. So that's how the journey in the music started, I would say.
So do you remember what was that first Balgandharva track that father played you? Has anybody ever told you? Has your father told you?
Yeah, it was a very popular song of Balgandharva, Natha Ha Maza from Sangeet Swayamvar. So that was the first song which I played on harmonium. And then before going to Pandit Bhimsenji, I had very good fortune of getting great gurus. So I first learned from Chandrasekhar Deshpande, who taught me all the Balgandharva songs. And parallelly, I started learning classical music from Pandit Yashwant Bua Marathe. So as this was going on, I was singing in small informal mahfils and concerts and so on. And then when I was 10 years old, there were two concerts of Akhil Bharatiya Natya Parishad. So I could say that those two concerts were the first two big concerts for me, and in which I sang two songs in each of those concerts. And that time, the phrase Anand Gandharva was first called by Mr. Nadkarni. And so he wrote it in one of the reviews. And Arun Kakatkar from Doordarshan that time. So he listened to me and he picked this name for my concert on Doordarshan.
Wow.
And Doordarshan being the only channel that time, that name, the phrase Anand Gandharva, that title Anand Gandharva became very, very famous. So that's how it started actually.
That's beautiful. And actually, before we move on in your story, can we hear maybe one of the first few Balgandharva songs? Like you said, Natha Maza is the first one you picked up on the harmonium. Could we hear a bit of that?
Yeah, sure. I'll just turn on the Tanpura.
Yes.
Nath ha maza एकला नाथ हा माझा मोर एकला शिशुपाला भारी झाला वीर रुक्मी शिशु सम आणला नाथ हा माझा मोर नाथ हा माझा माझा नाथ हा माझा मोर एकला. So this was the first song.
Wow, Apratim. By the way, for all of you watching right now, you remember I told you I first met Anand. He'd come with Kaushal Inamdar, who was the music director of Balgandharva, to my radio studio when I was still a radio jockey. This was about 8 to, I think 10 years ago, Ashnar. किती आता बालगंधर्वला किती वर्ष झाली?
Balgandharva film got released in 2011, so
now
maybe 8-9 years.
So 9 years ago, because I remember film release ज्या दिवशी झाली, I was there at the premiere sitting with Kaushal, and I told him when I so you know when I came, I don't know if I ever told you this before I came for the movie, and I told you that you know I was a huge fan. आता मी राहुलला पण सांगतो, I was a huge fan of Kumar Gandharva, and I discovered the music of Balgandharva through Kumar Gandharva, and this album, like I told you, was my like ultimate album. इतकी प्रत्येक रात्र असतील की I have gone off to sleep listening to मला उमजलेले बालगंधर्व कॅसेटवर लावून झोपून जायचो मी. So when I heard that there's a film being made on Balgandharva, I was like, yaar, somebody really great will have to sing it, because I will constantly in my head compare it to what I have heard growing up. So when I came for the movie, I was a little skeptical, but I was sitting right beside Kaushal. So he'd invited me for the premiere, and I was like, movie bhagitli. At the end of it, I just turned around to him, I hugged him, and I said, man, this is the most unbelievable thing I've seen. And I was such a huge fan of your work. I didn't get to meet you at the premiere, but I think within a month of that or 2 months of that, you came to my radio studio. And for everybody watching, let me show you something. Ikkade Kaushalni माझ्यासाठी sign केलेलं, and here Anand has signed, and this is still one of the most prized possessions, because I believe this is one of the greatest movie soundtracks ever made in Indian cinema. Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati, whatever language you want to take. This for me is one of the greatest soundtracks because of the great music of Balgandharva and the great music that Anand and Kaushal created for this film. And of course, there were some other phenomenal singers in it. Shankar ji sang in it. Rahul Deshpande sang in it. The अजून एक गाणं ज्याच्यामध्ये the one that you sing, there's a female vocal who sings it and then you sing it. कुठचं ते गाणं?
नाथा माझा आहे.
गाणं जे आता आपण केलं ते. She starts it, and who sang that with you? Varada Godbole. She also did. So I think the entire soundtrack was phenomenal. So you know, I keep नहीं मी बोलत, नेहा म्हणते नहीं मी बोलत, I will ask him to sing that as well. So by the way, right now I'm just babbling like a brook right now, because I'm just very happy because of something that happened a little while ago. So for everybody who's joined in right now, I'm not generally this crazy, but I'm going to calm down now, because we're now going to go into the next stage of Anand's journey. So Anand, one is of course your Doordarshan thing which happened, and before which you got the Anand Gandharva title, and we found out how that happened. How did you get to meet Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, and how did he then decide to take you on as a student?
Those are really very, very, very nice memories, very close to my heart actually. When I was a kid singing the Balgandharva songs, that time I had met Bhimsen ji. In fact, Hirabai Badodekar, who was a legend, a singer and actress. So she used to love me a lot because Balgandharva was her idol. She had worked with Balgandharva. And when she saw me singing Balgandharva songs, she used to call me to her house. And whenever anybody, any legend in the music field came to her house, she called me and she made me sing in front of them. So those were really, I explain those memories in words. So I got to meet Ustad Allar Khan, Sahab, Ustad Zakir Hussain ji, Pandit Ravi Shankar, and there was one mahfil of mine in which Bhimsen ji was there, then Vasantrao Deshpande was there, and
Wow.
Pula Deshpande was there. So Dr. Vasantrao
Wow.
Deshpande and Pula Deshpande. So those two were in one of the mahfils. Bhimsen ji
Kya baat
was
hai.
in another one. So I had seen Bhimsen ji, I had met him, then I had gone to his home, sang in front of him. So that was the background. But as far as classical music was concerned, Bhimsen ji was always my idol. So I used to love hearing his recordings on radio or the live concerts since childhood. Even as I was singing Balgandharva songs, I also used to listen to Bhimsen ji equally. And तो मुझे लगता था कि क्लासिकल म्यूजिक मुझे इस काइंड का गाना गाना है, इस स्टाइल का गाना मुझे गाना है बाद में. तो I think I was going to start my engineering. So that's when I went to him. I was 17 years old. And जो मुझे तब तक आता था वो गा के दिखाया उनको. And I told him that I wanted to learn from him. I wanted to learn only from him. So he took a bit of time, and he said that I will teach you. The only thing is that you can't run after the concerts till you do a proper riyaz and proper तैयारी होने से पहले concerts के पीछे भागना नहीं है. So that was okay for me because getting to learn from the legend himself, I consider it a very, very good fortune that he said yes for teaching me. And that's how he started. That's how it started. And I could, as I said, Marathi Bua, so he had taught me a lot of classical music. So the foundation sort of was ready. But then Bhimsen ji also made me do the voice training, Onkar training again. And then for 10-12 years, the Raga Sangeet, the Kirana Gharana teaching. So that was going on after that. Really good memories.
Can you tell us one of the interesting moments with him? Because see, for so many of us, I mean, chalo, I'm a lover of classical music, but I'm not deep into it. But for people, a lot of your fans, a lot of people who are classical singers themselves, for them, even to meet Bhimsen Joshi would have been like a dream come true. It's like a life's ambition achieved. You spent so many years with him. Can you share with us some interesting moments with him? Some memories that you have, something that he found which blew your mind, like, oh my God, what an incredible observation, or what a little thing that he told me to do, which changed my perspective of the way I look at music or the way I sing music. Can you share some of your memories with him?
It's a very dangerous question, I would warn you, because if I start talking about Bhimsen ji, I'll start for the whole night. But
So, एक story, one story.
Yeah. I'll just tell you one or two things.
Sure.
One, I remember one of his concerts in Savai Gandharva Mahotsav. So he always used to conclude, as you know, conclude the Mahotsav. And it was after the change in the timing. So he was going to sing Darbari Kannada that day. And in the green room, so just before his concert, we all went to the green room and Tanpure tune वगैरह किए. So before that, on the same day, there were so many good performances on that stage. Because as you know, Savai Gandharva Mahotsav, each and everyone who perform here sees the big stalwarts come there, and there is instrumental music, and there is vocal, and there is also one dance performance, etc. So it's a magical or electrifying atmosphere, and with that in mind, I went to the green room, and we tuned the tanpuras, and Bhimsen ji, दरबारी कन्नड़ा उनके मन में चल रहा था, तो he just sang a few phrases of Darbari Kannada just to clear his throat before the concert, and it was a magical moment that everything I was listening to for the whole evening, it just went out of the mind.
Wow.
What remained was Darbari Kannada in a matter of 10 seconds. That was a matter of 10 seconds. I can never forget that moment, and that's what we called as Swara Siddhi. So it can't be expressed in words what is a Swara Siddhi, but I think this is what we call as Swara Siddhi. तो सिर्फ वो दरबारी कन्नड़ा मन में
क्या बात
रह गया.
You know, I mean, I just, for me, for instance, when I do things like this, when I do this show of mine, when I talk to somebody like you, to Rahul, to so many, Sonu Nigam, KK, they're all really good at what they do. And for us who are music lovers, this is one of those greatest joys. I can't imagine for you to be with somebody whom you idolized all your life, to experience a moment like this, which was so magical, even after being his disciple, after spending days with him. I can just imagine how special that must have been for you. Could I request, before we move ahead in the story, something that he taught you, classical, not necessarily what do you call it, a bhajan or some of the songs that he also did, but something that really loved that he taught you at any point of time in his tutelage.
Yeah, sure. I'll sing a bandish. So let me, what should I sing? एक मालकाउस की बंदिश सुना देता हूँ.
Please.
I also have a tabla here, so. रंगरलिया करत सोतन से, रंगरलिया करत सोतन से, रंगरलिया करत सोतन से, रंगरलिया करत सोतन के संगना लीनी हमारी न खबर, रंगरलिया करत सोतन के, रंगरलिया करत सोतन के, रंगरलिया करत सोतन के संग, रंगरलिया करत सोतन के संग ना लीनी हमारी न खबर, रहूंगा न खबर, रहूंगा न खबर, रहूंगा रलिया करत सोतन के सोतन रंगरलिया 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 करत सोतन, रंगरलिया करत सोतन के करत सोतन के हमसे आवत बत अनत बिलम रे हमसे आवत बत अनत बिलम रे नित बालम के यही डंगर गरलिया करत सोतन के रंगरलिया करत सोतन के रंगरलिया करत सोतन के संगना लेने हमारे न खबर रंगरलिया करत सोतन के सोतन के सोतन
Oh my God! I think
one of his favorite tracks, Malkas.
Okay, guys, I've got my first goosebumps moment for the evening. For everybody who's watching right now, you are so incredibly fortunate. यार कभी वाटलेला का did you ever think कि Instagram live पे आपको ऐसा कुछ सुनने को मिलेगा? Please show your love and appreciation to the great legend Pandit Bhimsen Joshi and to the incredible Anand Bhate. Show your love right now through the comments that you can put over here. Anand, how did Balgandharva the film change your life? Because I know we met that time, you were working in an IT firm and you were not performing live as much as you are now. You are, I mean, in the last few years, I've been seeing you've been performing not just in India, but all across the world, in America and in different countries. And did this movie significantly change your life?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because what happened was, as you said, I was also in the academics field. I continued that. Then I also worked in IT. I was in Zensar Technologies for quite a few years. In fact, 16 or 17 years. And so I was doing, after Bhimsenji himself asked me to perform in the Savai Gandharva, then I started performing again. So I was doing both the things parallelly, and I was at a junction where I couldn't decide what to do now, where to go. And that time again, I feel very fortunate to be able to contribute to the film Balgandharva, and so it was like a full circle completed. So that opportunity that I got in the film to give playback, to sing Balgandharva songs again. So it was like coming a full circle from where I started in the childhood. And Balgandharvanची आपण पुण्याई म्हणतो ना. So his blessings.
His blessings.
That's right. So if you look at the film, the timing of it, one really starts in believing that somebody up there is doing things, and we are just acting in the play. So we tend to we start believing in these things sometimes. So Balgandharva film, Subodh ने तो कमाल किया है इस film में.
बिल्कुल.
We all know that because that वो स्त्री भूमिका जो है उनका जो नाटक के जो भूमिका है. So acting as a Balgandharva so gracefully in both gents character and a lady's character. That was in fact astounding. That's the role of the century, if as far as I'm concerned. So Subodh himself has done wonders, and if you see the whole team that got that got combined. All the people came at the right time, at the right place. So the team was so well formed that each and every department was appreciated by the audience. On the music side, of course, Kaushal has given superb compositions to 3 or 4 songs, and including Chinmaya
Chinmaya
Sakala Hridaya.
Sakala Hridaya.
And Aditya, who was assistant composer, music director. So he has a very good understanding of technology as well as Natya Sangeet. So he's got that balanced perspective to look at the tradition as well as the technology. So we 3 were there in the music department, and of course the background arrangement team which they had. So what happened was, the music of this film was appreciated by the people who saw Balgandharva in their time. So the old age people, senior citizens who actually saw the musical plays, Sangeet Natka ज्यांनी बघितली होती, and the young audience as well. So many of audience after that movie. So it was like school going or college going audience who had no idea who Balgandharva was.
Correct.
But after seeing the film, they say that now we have started listening to Natya Sangeet, and we are also listening to classical music, etc. And coming back to your question, what it did for me was it sort of took me again into the limelight.
Yeah.
And I also got the national award
for that
film.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was like getting recognition at the national level, not just the state level.
Correct.
And that actually made me think seriously to come to the music field as a full-time profession.
Correct.
So in 2012, I took that decision. And yeah, one more thing was, at the same time in 2012, Rahul was talking about Sangeet Saubhadra in earlier session.
Correct.
So this was another thing which happened in the next year after Balgandharva movie.
Correct.
And as Rahul said, I wasn't very sure. I wasn't sure at all that I could do it. But Rahul, I gave all the credit to Rahul to convince me that I could do the part of Krishna there, and Nipun Dharmadhikari, who was the director. So these 2 things, the Balgandharva movie was the main trigger point, and the Sangeet Saubhadra also started during that time. So these 2 things actually made me take the decision. So it was a complete milestone as far as my career is concerned.
Phenomenal. So Sangeet Saubhadra madla kaitri aikuya. Can we hear you sing something from that play? Like he was saying that, when you performed in that play, people would absolutely lose their minds. But before you sing that, for everybody watching, many years ago, in the very first season of TheMJshow, now this is season 7, so this is about 6-7 years ago, I had Kaushal Inamdar on the show, and he talks about the story of how he and Aditya went to Pune and found Anand as the singer for Balgandharva. They had auditioned like 20-30 people before that, and they were like at their wits' end. Ki, what do we do now? How do we find this huge voice which will be the voice of Balgandharva? Because it's such an important, such a milestone role. And to find out how that happened, to see that story, when this video goes up on YouTube, Khalti, I'll give you a link to the episode with Kaushal Inamdar. Go and check it out. He's another incredible storyteller. I must get him back again, because that was another one of my favorite episodes. If I'd never gave that episode, I would have been that heartbroken, because he told incredible stories of his childhood and about meeting Anand Bhate and getting him on the soundtrack of Balgandharva. So Dev Nakki Baga, definitely check that out. But now, can we hear you sing something from Sangeet Saubhadra?
Yeah, sure. Probably the most famous song of Sangeet Sobhadra in this character. प्रिय पहाड़, प्रिय रात्रीचा समय सरुनी, रात्रीचा समय सरुनी, रात्रीचा समय सरुनी, येत उषःकाल हा आहा, प्रिय पहाड़, प्रिय पहाड़, प्रिय पहाड़, थंडगार वात सुटत, थंडगार वात सुटत, दीप तेज मंद होत, दिग्वदने स्वच्छ करीत, अरुण पसरी निज महा प्रिय पहाड़, प्रिय पहाड़, सुख दुःखा विसरुनिया, सुख दुःखा विसरुनिया, गेले जे विश्वलया, गेले जे विश्वलया, सुख दुःखा विसरुनिया, गेले जे विश्वलया, स्थिति निजति सेवाया, 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 उठते की तेज आहार, प्रिय पहाड़, 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 प्रिय पहाड़.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. That was so beautiful. By the way, for everybody watching right now, if you enjoyed this, Anand has started off his YouTube channel. It is me flip around karto sagrana dakhavto. That is his channel over there, Anand Bhate Music Official. It's got some videos that he's already put up, and it's got 953 subscribers. Attach navya channel release kela hai. I want to make sure that before this video has spent 24 hours on the internet, let's get it up to 1,000 subscribers. Of all of you people watching right now, if anybody is not subscribed to Anand Bhate's channel, एवढीशी फी आहे तुम्हाला, गाणी तुम्हाला आज फ्री मिळतात. All you have to do is go right now and subscribe to his channel. I want to see that the MJ show is responsible for bringing it from 953 to 1,000. Do that for me tonight, okay? I want to see 1,000 subscribers before I wake up tomorrow morning, okay? That's my request to all of you right now. And by the way,
that's so nice. So nice of you, Mihir.
Of course, it should not be at 1,000. It should be at 1 million subscribers. Nakki hoil on your channel and on Rahul Deshpande's channel, because honestly, if two people deserve to have millions of followers, it's the two of you, without a doubt. And I was just telling everybody, based on the work that you did with Balgandharva, you did an incredible series with Aditya Oak and some special guests who came on Facebook with. काय नाव त्यांचं कंपनीचं नाव काय होतं
Zai Kaza. It was Rajesh Gadge from Zai Kaza who was the producer of it, and Smruti Gandha they have this Facebook page and YouTube channel.
Correct. So Smruti Gandha's YouTube channel जो आहे त्याचा पण मी तुम्हाला उद्या लिंक देईन. Go and check out those episodes. I think I've seen pretty much all of them. एखादा मिस झाला असेल, but they are unbelievable how they beautifully dissect the songs, tell you the stories behind it. It's just unbelievable. Let me not talk about it. Go and watch it. And what's interesting is the songs that Anand sang in those episodes are now being featured on his YouTube channel. So suppose you don't want the entire gyan, you don't want to hear the story and everything, you just want to listen to Anand Bhate sing, you can do that on Anand Bhate's YouTube channel. So go subscribe right now so that you can listen to those songs, and make sure you share that with everybody you know. I cannot imagine that there are only 953 people right now who like Anand Bhate. So please share it with everybody. Anyway, WhatsApp पर बकवास गोष्टी शेअर करता तुम्ही लोक. आज आनंद भाटेचा YouTube चॅनल सगळ्यांनी WhatsApp ग्रुप वर शेअर करा. Share it with everybody you know so that we can get the love and respect that he deserves shown in YouTube numbers as well on his YouTube channel. So promise me that you will do that. Everybody watching right now. Okay, now that I've done that, let's get back to where we were at. So one is, like I said, Gandharva Gan was amazing. That entire series that you did was fantastic. And now what you are doing with YouTube as well is amazing. And one of the interesting things I saw is to see a different side of you on Facebook and YouTube, where you're not just singing classical, where you and your wife are singing maybe songs from films that you enjoy. Songs from, I was just talking with Rahul about how he likes film songs, how he likes ghazals. So let's find out about that aspect of Anand Bhate, which maybe everybody does not really know. Maybe you liking, who are some of your favorite film singers from Bollywood, for instance?
See, I've been listening to the film songs since childhood as well. Not only Natya Sangeet or not only classical music. Right. And as you know, all the Hindi film singers, right from the legends, Lata Didi, Asha Didi, and Rafi Saab, Manna De ji, Kishore Kumar ji. So how can one not like those songs? They were like legends of film music. So no, and by the way, one very important thing to note is that no genre of music is good or bad or superior or inferior. So there is this very very bad habit. Some of the artists or some of the listeners, they have this some strange misunderstanding that who are ardent followers of classical music, they say that we listen to only classical music, yep, no film songs, no Natya Sangeet, nothing. And film music wale bolte hain classical to hame samajh mein aata nahi, we don't go to classical. So it's not like that. Every music, see each and every piece of music which touches your heart is a good music. And suppose you don't understand something in one genre and still you like some song in that genre, then that's a good song.
You are talking to a living example of what you are just saying. Now, I love what you do, but I don't understand it. It still touches my heart, and you can make out, right? When I talk to you, you've never felt I'm faking it. I don't need to fake it with you. You've known me for many, many years. So if I tell you that when you sing, it really makes an impact to me, and I love it. I mean that. I'm a Western musician. I have a blues and rock and roll band. I sing in English. But I have nothing but love and admiration for what you do. And I keep telling, this is something I've been saying throughout my radio career. And even today, if somebody asks me, if somebody interviews me and they say, what is your favorite genre of music? I say that there are only two genres of music: good music and bad music. I listen to good music. And I listen to good music in every form. So good music is there in hip hop, there is in rock, in Bollywood, in Bengali, in Gujarati, in classical, in non-classical. सगळ्यामध्ये good music आहे आणि bad music आहे. So you know bad music and listen to
this recent Bhavgit that I have put on my YouTube channel along with my wife. So what happened was when this lockdown started, then we were just thinking about something, and we suddenly realized that although in so many years we haven't sung a single duet song. That's what we realized. And then we just picked up some Bollywood song that we both loved and did it, and people liked that. So that time I only shared it on the Facebook and Insta, and people said that we want to listen more of these, and also do one Marathi Bhavgit. So that was the second song which we both of us sang, and it is on my YouTube channel now.
By the way, it's there right now. It is Dhundi.
धुंदी कळ्याना धुंदी फुलाना शब्द रूप आले मुक्या भावना धुंदी कळ्याना. So this is the song.
मी कधी रिक्वेस्ट नाही केली आहे. whenever you've been, I've always let you decide what you're going to sing. But एक रिक्वेस्ट आहे. कुमार गंधर्वांच्या आवाजामध्ये मी एक when I was kid and I still have it, ऋणानुबंधाचा हे जे गाणं आहे ते ऐकलेलं. Do you know that, and could you sing a little bit of that for us?
Yeah, let me see if I remember the words. ऋणानुबंधाचा.
Wow.
Can you tell me the lyrics? कुठून पडल्या गाठी. Yeah, let me just काय पहिल्या दोन याचे लिरिक्स
तेच सांगतो. एक मिनिट. लिरिक्स देर. मी आता एक मस्त काम करतो विच विल हेल्प यू आउट. दिसतंय का?
येस थँक्स. ऋणानुबंधाच्या जिथून पडल्या गाठी भेटीत तृष्टता मोठी भेटीत तृष्टता मोठी ऋणानुबंधाच्या.
थँक यू. एकदम ऑन द स्पॉट एक रिक्वेस्ट केलं आणि म्हटलं इवन इफ यू डोंट नो द वर्ड्स आय वुड स्टिल लव टू सिंग अ लाईन ऑर टू ऑफ दॅट. खूपच सुंदर. बाय द वे कोणीतरी एक रिक्वेस्ट केली.
I knew the approximate lyrics, but couldn't. So
I knew you
made me sing something different today. That's great.
Hey Gana, I would love to see on your YouTube channel. Kaditari, please, if you can, pick up this song and sing it on your YouTube channel. खूप मस्त वाटेल to hear it in your voice. By the way, I just want to let you know की इथे 7 लोकांनी माझं ऐकलंय आणि 953 तर 960 already झालंय. I am looking at all of you. I see 32 people here live right now, and only 7 are subscribed. So बाकी के लोगों को either you've already subscribed or you have to go and subscribe, and you have to send it on WhatsApp to all your friends and family. Okay, I want to see 1,000 before I wake up tomorrow morning. Anyhow, me azun ek manna to somebody requested, could we hear you sing one Hindi Bollywood song before we wrap up for today?
Okay. Again, let me see if I can quickly get the lyrics. Just give me 1 second.
Chalel. So while he's searching for the lyrics, let me tell you all, this show will come up on the YouTube channel of the MJ Show. Go subscribe to that as well right now. Hit the bell icon so that the moment this video goes up, you guys will get to see it. You'll get a notification. And it gives me great pleasure to tell you that in this lockdown season, as I call it, I've been going live every night since the 30th of March, Monday to Saturday, giving you 2 great guests almost every night. Anand is my 100th guest of the lockdown season. And I'm not talking about the people who came twice. Like Malini has come twice, Clinton has come twice, Vayu came twice. So I'm counting them only one time. Anand is my 100th separate guest. So you can go and check out all of those videos on the YouTube channel of the MJ Show. So Anand, kuchcha gana which are you singing?
Yeah. By the way, very happy to be 100 guest, and wish you very, very good. My best wishes for your show uh, on Insta, on all social media, on all types of medias. In fact.
Thank you.
uh, मेरे मन ये बता दे तू किस ओर चला है तू
वाह,
क्या पाया नहीं तूने क्या ढूंढ रहा है तू जो है अनकही जो है अनसुनी वो बात क्या है बता मितवा कहे धड़कने तुझसे क्या मितवा ये खुद से तो ना तू छुपा।
क्या बात है, फैंटास्टिक। अच्छा, अभी शंकर जी को प्लीज कोई मैसेज करो, मैं उनके पीछे 4 या 5 साल से पढ़ा हूं। ये आई नो इज अ वेरी बिजी गाय। आज के मेरे दोनों जो गेस्ट है उन्होंने शंकर जी के बारे में बात की है, तो अभी उनको बोलो। देखिए शंकर जी, राहुल देशपांडे और आनंद भाटे ने दोनों ने आपके बारे में बहुत बातें की है, और आज आनंद भाटे ने आपका गाना भी गा दिया है, तो अभी आपको एमजे शो पे आके आपके एक्सपीरियंसेस के बारे में भी बात करना पड़ेगा। तो होपफुली विल गेट हिम ऑन सून। बाय द वे, आय एम कम्प्लिटली डिसोरिएंटेड फॉर टाइम, बिकॉज जनरली मी काय करतो, 9 वाजता म्हटलं तर एक्झॅक्टली 9 ला सुरू करतो, पण आपण आज आय थिंक 9:10 का 9:15 ला सुरू केलंय, म्हणजे आपल्याकडे अजून 5-10 मिनिटं आहेत.
Yeah, it's 10:03 according to my
सो मला वाटतं अजून 5-6 मिनिटं आहेत, नक्की 5-6 मिनिटं आहेत. सो येस, प्लीज पोस्ट दिस सॉन्ग. आनंद जी इज व्हॉट आरती नार इज सेइंग. वाव, हे पण, ह्या गाण्याचं पण एक व्हर्जन इफ यू पुट इट अप ऑन युअर युट्यूब चॅनल, people would love it. I can't imagine how amazing it would be for people. Their favorite Bollywood songs in your voice.
Oh, okay. Sure. I'll do that.
Neha Mante, I'll do it after the live, yeah. So yes, so my wife has already promised me that she's going to share Anand's YouTube channel on every possible platform so that we can take it to 1,000 as soon as possible. By the way, so Anand, we talked about some interesting things. Let's end it again on a classical note. You've been performing all across the world with your songs. What is, whenever you know, of course, Balgandharva gaani, of course, people love. You've been singing them since your childhood. What is the one song that you do in these concerts which is not a traditional or an old song, which still gets you an incredible reaction every time, and people say, "Hey, parat ekda ho ja." And by the way, I think you probably have the answer to that in the recent comment where we said that we have to end it with Chinmaya Sakal Hridaya. Is that one of the songs that you get a great response on?
That's right. So, and it is this song is a history for that made history for me, Kaushal, everybody. And the greatest compliment that for this song was that although national award was one thing, of course, but as far as the composition was concerned, people asked Kaushal that or asked us, even me, that where is this song sung by Balgandharva? So the composition which Kaushal did was so consistent with other songs of Balgandharva. That's one of the biggest compliments that a composer can get, actually.
Amazing. So आजचा हा जो सेशन आहे, can we end it with a performance of Chinmaya Sakal Hridaya? I love the song, you know that. And by the way, before you start singing, I want to tell everybody who's joined us, thank you so much for being here with us. I know with so many Instagram lives happening and so much content to watch, you could be doing anything, but you spent this time with me, with Anand, with Rahul. This means a lot to all three of us. So thank you very much. I know I'm forcing you guys to go and subscribe to both of our channels, but do that because I promise you that we will, he on his channel and me on mine, we promise to give you great content in the years to come. With that said, speaking of great content, here's some.
Okay, if we start running out of time, then just give me how many seconds or how many minutes we have.
Nothing.
चिन्मया सकल हृदया चिन्मया सकल हृदया सदया देया गोविंदा, सदया देया गोविंदा, वरवरदा कलिमल विलया, वरवरदा कलिमल विलया, चिन्मया सकल हृदया, विषय पिपासा पीडित सा, विषय पिपासा पीडित सा, निस्सारा संसारा, मृग निरासम बुललो मी, परिफसलो विस्मरलो, तव भजनी लागाया, तव भजनी लागाया, तव भजनी लागाया, तव भजनी लागाया, चिन्मया सकल हृदया, चिन्मया सकल हृदया, चिन्मया सकल हृदया, चिन्मया सकल हृदया, सकल हृदया, आ आ चिन्मया सकल हृदया, चिन्मया सकल हृदया, सकल हृदया, सकल हृदया,
Apratim. Thank you so much.